I haven't really paid that much attention to Chinese anime over the years, mainly because I thought the quality of the product wouldn't be nearly as good as the Japanese anime that I'm used to. Did I have any basis for this thought process? No, none at all. But that didn't stop me from ignoring Chinese anime like a moron, despite hearing some praise for some of its shows. Link Click was the most talked about Chinese anime of them all, at least in my sphere. It received universal praise from everyone I spoke to, yet I continued to put it off because it was a Chinese anime. Fortunately, I decided to give it a chance, and all I can say is, man, I wish I'd watched this series earlier, because this show is good in every way possible. Not only does it look better than most Japanese anime, the story's uniquely incredible and handles time travel in a very unique manner that makes it unbelievably thrilling. Link Leak is about a pair of lads who run a store that offers the service of time travel information retrieval. You know, just a regular startup. The white-haired fella, Lu Guang, has the ability to peer into the past by looking at any photo. This ability allows them to see the mental state of the person who took the picture at that time. Lu works in conjunction with his overly emotional partner, Cheng Xiaoshi, who has the ability to possess the person who took the picture that Lu Guang uses to time travel. When Cheng possesses someone, he basically lives their life, goes through their struggles, and even feels their emotions along with seeing their memories. Together, Cheng Xiaoshi and Lu Guang are able to go back in the past at the request of clients and basically give them information from the past that they weren't able to get at that time. But here's the catch. Lu and Cheng are not allowed to reverse major events in the timeline or alter a person's overall destiny. One such major event is death. They can't stop the deaths of those who have already died in the past by time traveling, and they're powerless when witnessing their deaths in real time. Mind you, they're also feeling the emotions such as grief and despair when seeing someone die, knowing that they can't save them since it's the past after all. So, that's kind of the basic premise. We learn more about how exactly this time travel works and its restrictions throughout the show, but I don't want to spoil everything surrounding this unique ability. The first half of Link Click is mostly Lu and Cheng receiving requests to go into the past and retrieve information for the given client. The person who brings them these requests is a childhood friend of theirs named Chao Ling, who is sometimes known as the time-traveling witch, even though she doesn't really do the time traveling. Anyways, she's basically like Cheng's big sister and helped him through his grief after he lost his family. Anyways, the requests that these two receive range from various different things, from playing in a high school basketball game to finding information on a company's CEO in order to blackmail it. The one thing that all these requests have in common is that they all seem to be extremely realistic issues and regrets that many people have about their lives. When Cheng ends up possessing the picture taker's body in the past, as I mentioned before, he carries their burdens and emotions as well. For example, in the first episode, Cheng possesses the body of a female secretary whose boss constantly tries to sleep with her. Her parents have a strained relationship with each other, she hardly has time for herself, and it seems like the rest of her life is doomed to be the strenuous, awful life. So naturally, she's extremely depressed and homesick, and we see these emotions through Cheng, who's quite emotional himself, which overall makes the depressing reality of these people even more soul-crushing. Most of the situations Cheng and Lu have to time travel in are like this, and they really show the struggles of some seemingly normal people in China, and the kind of mental struggles they're going through. Stuff like not being able to ask a longtime crush out, not making the most of high school, and the breakup of two close friends are all touched upon in Link Click through the various clients. Cheng has to go through the emotional trauma of losing a parent in one episode, and despite his best efforts to reverse death, he doesn't really succeed, as Lu tells him that disrupting the timeline will cause a catastrophe for everyone involved. So guess what Cheng does? He ends up changing the past, and shit gets crazy. I want y'all to experience it for yourselves, but the timeline changes that alter both the past and present are done super well, and you can really feel the magnitude of how much Cheng has fucked up when he alters a major event due to his extreme desire for wanting to save people and make them happy after living their lives for just a day. I just really love how Link Click displays relationships between people and how they're solved in a very organic way. Nothing's overblown and every situation there is honestly believable. I especially love the episode where Lu and Cheng had to retrieve a secret recipe from the client's former best friend, and how that episode delved into the unrequited love between the two women who used to run a restaurant together. At the end, their friendship is resolved as Lu and Cheng bring vital information about the recipe along with the truth that they had missed in the past. Every episode brings us a new person's life, and the way their families and goals are written is just pure class. And the cherry on top, Link Click looks good. Like really, really good. I was shocked at how incredible the animation was from start to finish. From fighting scenes to basketball to hand tutting in the opening, Link Click nails everything. I especially love the opening. Tutting isn't something that I've ever seen a whole opening of, and the English song accompanying it really was incredible. The ending was amazing as well, having a completely different tone from the opening but still somehow working. Link Click itself is animated by a Chinese studio named Studio LAN. It's directed by Haoling Li, who seems to be at the forefront of a lot of popular Chinese anime today. He also directed Flowers of Youth and Psychic Princess, although they didn't seem to receive as much acclaimed success as Link Click, at least in the West. He mainly works alongside an animator named LAN, who's also worked on a lot of Li's project, as well as season 2 of One Punch Man. Their vision, combined with talented staff who I couldn't find much info on, leads to a spectacle of the eye in Link Click. They're able to animate intense basketball and martial arts with ease, and give this diverse series everything it deserves in terms of a great adaptation. They're taking their time as well, as they've waited a while to even announce season 2, which should be coming out in the near future. Anyways, that was my experience with my first Chinese anime, and let me tell you something, it was incredible. I'll definitely have to start looking at more of them if they have this level of quality. So yeah, check out Link Click. If you do, let me know if you liked it or not. See ya.